Hi, I'm Brian at WVGamers, and today we're going to take a look at a game from CardLords called Take the Gold. In this adorable pirate game, your goal is to get 4 gold coins before your opponents, or before 3 Krakens are unleashed. The problem is there's pirates. They're going to steal from you. So how are you going to protect your gold from the other players? Don't worry. There's adorable corgi officers that'll protect you. So these are going to be the cards that are going to be in play. There are 7 different types of cards. There's the cute little coins, the Krakens, the pirate captain, the adorable little corgi officer, 2 of them, the cute little kitten pirate, and 2 cute kitten pirates. So at the beginning of the game, players are going to receive 2 cards. And essentially, you're going to draw a card on your turn and play a card on your turn. Each of these cards have an action on the bottom of them, with the exception of this. The gold coin cannot actually be played. It is a card that remains in your hand throughout the game because you want to keep that. Now, it can be stolen from you, of course, but we'll talk about that. So let's go from this direction over. So the first card over here is a pirate. So if you would play a pirate card on your turn, you could take a random card from another player. So you'd select a player, and you'd play this card down, you'd select another player, and take a card from their hand. However, that player may counter you with their officer, and that would basically counteract your pirate. Now, you could play 2 pirates instead, which would basically be 2 of these, allowing you to take 2 cards from an opponent. But that player could either play 2 officers or 1 2 officer cards to counteract it. Now, you could play just 1 officer against this card to counteract just one of the taken cards, allowing the 2 pirates to only take 1 of your cards. Similarly, you could play a 2 officer to counteract this 1 pirate, but it might be a little bit of a waste. This player does not know what they're getting, so they can get any of the cards in your hand, but if you have a lot of gold, certainly want to consider using those officers. So that's how these 4 cards are played. You won't actually play these on your turn. They have no, active role. They're only reactive. So you have the Kraken. So what you'll do is when you play this, you'll select another player and they discard all of their cards. So you would pick a player and they would discard everything in their hand, unless that player plays a pirate captain. It works a lot like the officer, that basically it counteracts this card. Now, unlike the officer, the pirate captain actually does have another action that it can be used for. So on a player's turn, instead of just being a reactive card to counter this one, on the active player's turn, they can actually play that card to steal a coin from another player. However, that player opts not to give them a coin willingly. That player must give them 2 random cards from their hand, and it cannot be countered by the officers. And yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to play. Let me get back up to me. So yeah, so what's going to happen, I've kind of went very fast over it, but frankly, that's how the game's going to work. So on a player's turn, at the beginning of the game, you're going to start with 2 cards. At the beginning of your turn, you're going to draw a card. This is the mandatory step. The optional step is you may either play a card from your hand or you may pass. So you do not have to play a card from your hand. Obviously, as you can tell, some of these cards don't have actions. So it could be a tell that you have really good cards in your hand, or you have no cards with actions, or you just simply don't want to play any of your pirates. So there's a little bit of strategy on how you want to play that. You could get a whole hand of pirates and choose not to play just to cause other players to burn their pirates. So kind of see how it all plays out. So if at any point the draw pile goes empty, what you'll do is you'll just shuffle all of the discarded cards back together and just create a new draw pile. Now, any of the Krakens that are not blocked by a pirate captain will remain on the table, because if at any point a total of 3 unblocked Krakens are played, the game ends immediately. At that point, players will reveal how many gold coins they've collected. I've collected 3 apparently. Whoever has the most gold coins is the winner. Now, in the event of a tie, what happens is the tied players will discard all of their gold coins and they'll go into a bit of a sudden death. They'll continue playing until one of those 2 players has now collected 2 gold coins. And that is essentially how you play Take the Gold. And there is a optional 2-player variant just to kind of change things up a little bit, but it is a really, really light game. It really is meant more for kids. There's not a whole lot of variety or a whole lot of strategy to it beyond what you see, but for what it is, a very lightweight card game. It's really cute, has adorable artwork. It's a fun game. Is this something that, you know, your hardcore gamers, or even something that, you know, you're going to get a whole lot of replayability out of? Probably not. Is it something worth having in your collection if you can pick it up and kind of pull it out every now and then, especially if you have younger children that, you know, in your family that at Christmas or something like that, or at holidays, that don't really understand the complexities of games? Yeah, why not? Simple, takes very little time to learn. Why not? And, I mean, seriously. It's adorable artwork. So, yeah, it's not going to be for everybody, but it's certainly a fun, little lightweight game. Know what you're going into. It's fun. Take the gold. I'm Brian of WVGamers. Have a great evening.